Okay, so a little video on Jack. Jack's been in now a couple of weeks and we've been concentrating mainly on the Placeboards. The problems we had with Jack was he'd been taken for lots of walks. He had a real sense of independence, triggered by anything that moved, whether it be leaves falling or the wind, scent on the ground, but complete disengagement from either the handler and and obviously when he came to me, disengagement from me. So Placeboards has just been an ideal tool in order to get the dog to understand who I am, to learn the benefits of working for me, the pros and the cons, the pluses and the minuses, the rights and the wrongs, whatever you want to, how you want to look at it in relation to being with me, and the Placeboards are a great tool for doing that. It's a positive exercise. It's simply a game. You get on the board, sit on the board, and we'll have fun. We'll get on, get off the board before I say your name, and there'll be me grumbling at the dog to tell him that that's not acceptable. So we're just working on that principle. Now also, one of the other problems we had was the retrieve. He found the ball exciting, however easily distracted by the environment. Once he went for the ball, tended to drop the ball and then go off hunting and sniffing around. The Placeboards developed that presentation, that recall element, coming back and presenting yourself to me, and you'll see some of that in the video as well now. So I'll start off by just showing you the very beginning, how we get him onto the board, and then moving him from one board to another, and then I'll then throw a ball for him in order to retrieve that ball, and you should see him come back with the ball and present that onto the board. Okay, let's show you. So the main thing is when you take him around, we've got him on a short little lead. We've got the long line just in case he does decide to run off, that we can grab hold of that, but it's only there as a safety measure. So what you do is you bring him round to the board, and again, to get him onto the board initially, just use your hands. So bring him onto the board, lift up slightly onto the lead, which will cause the bottom to drop down, and again then praise, good lad, good boy, yep, praise, in order to be able to say that's good, that's exactly what I want. We don't tell them to sit and stay and wait or anything like that. All we do, like there, up, 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 yep. If he makes the decision to get off the board, yep, then we just, with our voice and our voice control, we just create that consequence to get him back on. And this is what builds the desire, the need to stay on the board, and makes it a place that the dog wants to be. So again, once he's on the board, then you take him off the board, back round. Again, as we approach the board, just with the hand up into that sit and get him into that sitting position. Again, good boy, yep, that praise. I'll show you it all in one movement, yeah, because I'm breaking, because obviously I'm talking. Let me show you in one movement. Good lad, good boy, yeah, yeah. So that's all. It's all one simulated movement of bringing the nose up and putting him into that sitting position. Now, once he's done that in the beginning, what you're looking for is that he takes the initiative, that he goes forward and gets onto the board himself without the need of the hand, and he should do that. We've been doing it long enough. So again, move him around. You can see his nose is on the floor as we approach the board. Good lad. So he gets onto the board. In the beginning, he would just avoid the board or run over the top of the board. Yep. But now he understands what the board is. He moves to the board on his own initiative, gets on the board and he sits down. That's what we're looking for in the first couple of days. Then over time, what we've done is split the boards so that we can get the recall element that will be in our retrieve, the recall element and the presentation. Again, we go completely silent, allow him to make the mistake of getting off the board so we can correct it, rather than telling him he must stay on the board. Just allow him the freedom to make choices and learn whether or not he stays, he gets praised, or if he gets off, he gets consequence with a grumbly voice. So again, we just move away. Jack come, Jack come, Jack come, Jack come, up, up, Jack come, up, Jack come. He's just a little bit obsessed with the acorns, up, up, up. But again, using our voice just to get that attention. It's a good example of how this dog is easily distracted by anything. You can see how he's looking around, looking at anything to actually run off to go and chase. He's completely stimulated by birds. So again, teaching him all the time, if you actually distract from the activity that I'm asking you to do, then the voice control comes in and that grumbly voice comes in play again. Again, we can also, by use of the long line, we can also assist that consequence by giving a gentle tug on the long line should he not actually respond as quick as we want. So I've got the long line in my hand. So again, I'll try again. Jack come. Jack come. So again, he felt that the line was starting to be gathered up by me, made the decision not to continue with the acorns on the floor, but to come back and do what he knows he's supposed to do. So again, the long line is just a tool to have that connection with the dog should you need it. If the voice control is just not working at that precise second, and we can just add a little bit more weight to our voice. Again, the same. Jack come, Jack come, up, 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 up. Good lad, good lad, good lad. Again, I'm not going to move the acorns. Again, a lot of people would move the acorns or they'd move the boards and go somewhere else where there's no distraction. But he's got to work through these distractions. It's not a case of making it easier for him to succeed. It's a case of us pushing him through those problems and getting him to the other side of it. So again, you can see I was considering moving. I was just anticipating whether I need to bring in that consequence. But again, he made his own decision to stay where he was. So again, we'll just repeat that again. Careful not to pull on the line while you're actually going backwards, otherwise you'll see that as you're asking him to come. He must come on the trigger of his name. Jack come, Jack come. Good lad, good lad, good boy. So just gave him a little gentle tug on the lead. Again, just to help him understand, I'm here, I'm connected to you. If I ask you to come, you come and you sit on this board. There's no other option. Again, move across. We're not telling him to stay or wait. Up, 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 up. So again there, voice control, tell him off. I didn't say come, I didn't say his name, he got off the board. I went towards him, used that voice control, and he hopped back onto the board himself. He knows, because he's been doing this now for a while, that it should be on the board and not come off the board. So it's just, again, teaching him who I am, respond to me, please me, and we'll get on. Go and gather this up. I'll just give him a gentle tug again as I say come. Jack, come. Good boy, good lad, good boy. Again, I'm careful, especially with cockers, that when I praise them, I don't want them to get giddy. I don't want them to start jumping up, spinning. Again, take him back, be a bit firm with the lead, drag him back on. We want him to understand that getting off the board is not right. If we were to just say, come on, get back on the board, then he would just take the mickey more and more and more. He's got to understand that consequence is consequence. Wrong is wrong. If he does it right, he gets the praise. And then because of the consequence, he'll search for that praise. The outlet, is the praise. How can I get away from making a mistake? Do it right. And then we're all winning. Jack, come. Good boy, good boy. Look for things like licking your hands. Yeah, again, that's where the dog's trying to win you over. Again, you just want a nice, steady, quiet dog, yeah, in that sitting position. Remember, this is going to be for the retrieve. Up, up. We want him coming back, sitting with the retrieve in his mouth. Ah, da, 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 da. Yeah, so again, voice control again. It's getting easily distracted. A lot of it's because I'm talking. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. And again, it's not about scaring him. It's not about making him worry. It's just about teaching him right and wrong. One more. Jack, come. Good, good boy. Notice the hands. I'm putting the hands out. Now, the importance of that is one, to say, come to me, come to between my hands. But also what I'm doing in this exercise is making sure that my hands are not going to be a threat later on when I want him to come with a ball. If he can come to me and see my hands and understand my hands are just going to be something that strokes him and praises him, then when he has a ball in his mouth and I'm stood behind the board, then all he's thinking about is the hands are not going to take the ball, but the hands are going to give him praise behind the ears, you know, under the chin, whatever. Up, up, up. Sit up. So again, always chip away. Don't let him, you know, take an inch. Yeah, all the time. If he's thinking of up, up, doing other things, again, just correct him. Keep his mind focused all the time. Okay, let's have a go with the ball. So again, this was initially when he first came an absolute no-go, but let's see what he's like now with coming back from with the ball. I'm not going to throw it far. I'm going to let him run in as well. Yeah, we'll deal with the steadiness later on, but I just wanted to go and pick it up and come back. Jack, Jack, good lad. Jack, come. Jack, come. Good boy. Sit down. Sit down. Again, don't be too quick to take it from him. Yeah, stroke him behind the ears. Yeah, touch him on the mouth. Yeah, again, keeping him nice and still. Yeah, good boy. Ideally, get him to look up at you. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And then calmly take it from his mouth. You don't want it to be a fight. You don't want it to be a competition. You don't want him to think that you are going to steal it. Yeah, it's about sharing. Let's try that again. Jack, good lad. Jack, come. Jack, come. And again, dip down. All I'm doing is exactly the same as I did from one board to another. Yeah. Good boy. Again, calmly take it from him. Good boy. And one other thing you can do is rather than throw it, especially if you've got a dog that tends to mouth or a dog that tends to drop, yeah, what you can do is you can teach them to hold it. Good boy. And it's just that same exercise we did at the beginning. Ah, da, 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 da. I didn't say come on the board. I'm not even thinking about the ball. All I'm thinking about is the board work. Jack, come. Good boy. Sit down. So again, firm voice just to tell him again he should be sitting down. He knows he should be sitting down, and that firm voice is just to put that pressure on him to say, look, you're making a mistake. Yeah, sort yourself out. Do what you're supposed to be doing. And again, putting it back in his mouth. Again, don't speak to him. Don't give him any instruction. The boards are there to do its job. Stay on the board, it's right. Get off the board, it's wrong. Jack, come. Good. Ah, that. So again, getting giddy. Yeah, because he has got up. Good boy. Good boy. There's always going to be that element of, you know, competition between me, the dog, and the ball. Yeah, and you've just got to minimize it as much as you can. So this is how Jack's gone on over the last couple of weeks. We'll progress more to being off the long line, working more into long grass and introducing the element of using his nose and hunting to find it. But again, just keeping the foundation solid, yeah, and moving through from one stage to the next. Okay.